Welcome students. We are continuing the discussion of controlling function of management. In the last video, we discussed up to the key result area, critical path control, or the complete process of controlling and all. Now we are starting with the relationship between planning and controlling. Examination point of view, the board examination point of view also, this part is important because so many questions they are asking from this area on the basis of these concepts. So relationship between planning and controlling. So planning we already discussed. We know that this is the first function of management. Planning is considered as the first function of management. Okay, and controlling in the last video I told you that is considered as the last function of management. So what is the relationship between these first function and last function? We'll check it. So planning, we know that deciding in advance what is to be done, how it is to be done, like that. So closely if you are evaluating in controlling, what we are doing, controlling, we are setting a standard and we are comparing our actual performance with that standard, and we are finding is there any deviation. If there is any deviation, what is the reason for that deviation? We are analyzing and we are rectifying that. That is the process of controlling. So actually standard fixing is on the basis of planning, right? What we need to achieve, what is our goal, what we need to achieve, all these we are setting in the planning process. So planning is deciding in advance what is to be done in future. That is nothing but in the controlling process. If it comes to the controlling process, that is nothing but setting of standards. And in controlling, what we are doing, we are measuring the actual performance with the planned performance or the standard. Then we are finding is there any deviation. Is there any deviation? What is the reason behind the deviation? And we are taking corrective action. This is what controlling is. So planning and controlling is closely related. Just imagine how we, without a standard, how we can compare our actual performance with that, how we can find out any deviation, and on the how we can take corrective action. If there is no standard, we cannot continue the entire controlling process. Okay, so these two are closely related. This is a sentence: planning without controlling is meaningless, and controlling is blind without planning. Planning without controlling is meaningless, because when you are planning something, you should know how I can achieve this objective, what are the different ways to achieve this objective. Okay, there is no basis of controlling if the standards are set in advance. Okay, and controlling means what? Controlling means actual performance you are comparing with the standard performance and finding the reason behind it, or deviation. If there is any deviation is there, we need to take corrective action. Nothing there. So in planning process, we are setting the standard. Without standard, how controlling is possible? It's not possible. And after completing the performance and all, we have the actual performance. If there is actual performance with us, but we don't have the standard, no, it's not possible. So, and we have standard, but we don't know what is the actual performance. So still there is no meaning. So planning and controlling more are closely related. So planning without controlling is meaningless, and controlling is blind without planning. Planning is thinking process and controlling is evaluative. In planning process, we are setting the standard. We are deciding in advance what we are going to achieve after completing the production process, what type of product we are going to get. After completing the staffing process, what type of staffs will be there with us. So we know the ultimate aim or ultimate objective, this will be the objective. That is nothing but planning process. So planning is deciding, thinking process. We are thinking about the future. Okay, all these things we will arrange like this and we are going to achieve this target. So this is a thinking process. Before organizing, before staffing, before directing, we are planning everything. But controlling is what? Controlling is after getting the actual result. You already set the standard. Now you have your actual performance with you. You are comparing your past performance, or you are comparing your actual performance with your planned performance and finding the reason or the deviation. So in controlling function, we are taking, or we are evaluating why there is a deviation. What is the reason behind this deviation? I plan to produce 10 units, but only 8 units are came out of the factory process. Why there is a difference of 2 units? I, I decided to complete 3 chapters. By evening, I will complete 3 chapters. Today morning, suppose tomorrow morning I am planning something. Board examination is coming. I need to sit and study. So tomorrow, I will complete 3 chapters. This is the planning in advance. And morning came, we decided, we started learning, but it was a little bit delayed. And by the end of the day, when you are looking back, you decided to complete 3 chapters, but you completed only 2 chapters, or you may completed only 1 chapter. What is the reason behind it? You may see so many reasons. You might be seeing some television movie film, or you might have, some visitors might have come to your house, or you may be watching for some film. In between, you slept for some time. There are so many reasons. So you know the reason why these are the you analyze the reason, you find out the reason behind this less production, or less completing, or because of why you didn't complete these 3 chapters. Then the next time you are taking corrective action and doing again the process. Okay, so planning is thinking process, controlling is evaluating. You are evaluating why I didn't complete those chapters, where I lacked, or where was the problem, what was the problem, all these things. And now come to the, both planning and controlling are forward looking. Questions may come like this: plans are prepared for the future. That's why we are calling planning is forward looking. Okay, and plan gets feedback and become better through controlling. After controlling, after once you plan something, and after getting the result, you are comparing your actual result with your planned result. Then you are finding some deviations. Next time when you are planning, this controlling function will help you to make better plans. Because next time, second time when you are planning, you know that, okay, first time, suppose you are traveling to a destination first time. You don't know what is the traffic, how much time it will take. Only Google Baba is saying 35 minutes to reach there. But you started your vehicle, so many traffic junctions, so many traffic points are there. So Google was saying 35, but it took about 1 hour to complete the journey. So next day, when you are planning the same route on the same time, definitely you will take some questions, right? You will take 15 minutes extra to reach there, or extra 15 minutes you will see when you are getting down from your flat. So always this controlling functions will give you will help you to make better plans in future. So that's why the second point comes: planning gets feedback and become better through controlling. That means by called backward looking. Okay, so third point, controlling examines past activities to find out deviation from standard is a backward looking. Controlling, actually what we are doing, they are comparing the actual performance with the planned performance and finding the reason behind this, why this deviation came. So on the basis of that, again they will revise the standard. Oh, without taking this element, you fix the standard. That is the reason behind the failure. Okay, the standard was 10 units, we achieved only 7 units. Then you are thinking back, you found that, okay, this was the issue. Because of this, while planning this thing, or while planning the activities, you didn't consider this element. That's why you fixed the standard like this. So controlling examines past activities to find out deviation from the standard is a backward looking. So controlling suggests corrective measures through modification of future plans, forward looking. So next time, I told you, and next time, second time or third time when you are making a plan, if you are already experienced it, you will definitely give certain space for this. When you suppose when you are going for a quick means excursion or something like that, a quick outing you are planning. So when you are planning, suddenly you went out and you missed so many things. You forgot to take your phone charger, you forgot to take your snacks, sometimes your favorite snacks or something. Okay, so many difficulties you faced during that sudden outing, on that sudden outing. But next time when you're going for outing, you will think a lot of things. Oh, I forgot to take this. Charger is there, mobile charger is there, my power bank is there, or my laptop is there. So many things. Whatever you forgot to take last visit, definitely it will come to your mind, and you will make better plan next time. So both planning and controlling are forward looking. Okay, plans will make better plans, or you can make better plans on the basis of correct feedback from the controlling system. A proper controlling system will help you to make better planning also. Planning is thinking process and controlling is evaluative. I told you. Sorry. So what is the conclusion? Both planning and control are interrelated and interdependent. Only planning, no controlling is required. Then what is the meaning? Next time again you will make mistake. Without controlling, only planning is required. Or planning is controlling is only required without plan. How you will compare? How you will find that or no plans are there, only actual result is with you? Then how can you evaluate it? So both are interrelated and dependent also. You cannot say without planning only controlling is required, only controlling is required, planning is not required. No, both are required in an organization. Very good planning are required in an organization. At the same time, good controlling system also should be there. Like that, a controlling as a function of management, as a last function of management, there are so many benefits. First of all, it facilitating coordination in action. How it facilitating coordination in action? Because different department in an organization, there are different departments, like production department is there, purchase department is there, sales department is there. So actually controlling coordinates the activities of various department. According to the sales production department, or according to the production only, sales department arrange the sales. According to the production only, the purchase department need to arrange the purchasing function. If production sales department got a huge order, that will immediately pass on to the purchase department, because according to that they need to purchase the material, and it will pass on to the production, because according to that they need to arrange the machineries, they need to arrange the workforce, they need to arrange the schedule, everything. So each department has its own function. Ultimately it contributes to the achievement of organizational goals. So each department, a proper controlling system will help you to coordinate the activities of various department with the different functions, different activities, right? Sales department, production department, purchase department activity should be coordinated properly through a proper controlling system. Otherwise, sales department will take their own orders, production department will produce whatever they want, purchase department will do whatever they want. So altogether, whenever a customer comes to your organization, sometimes they will be feeling bad, or they will not get product on time or service on time. Second one, accomplishing organizational goals. Everywhere you can fit this point, whether it is planning, organizing, directing, controlling, everywhere, because all these functions help ultimately helps to achieve the organizational goals only. Actually, proper controlling will help you to achieve the goals properly. Otherwise, if there is no controlling system, all other functions are going to become waste. Your best staffs will be they will become useless. Your all the directions will go wrong if there is no proper control system. Your entire planning will be a huge waste. Your entire organizing will vanish. So if there is no proper control system in your organization, control the activities, the entire other function, the other complete function of going to become waste. So it will accomplish organizational goals. Judging accuracy of standard. Work is performed as per the standard, right? In controlling function, we are checking whether these works are according to the standard. So how we will fix the standard, that is important. The accuracy of fixing standard is a tedious process. So there are in an organization, there are efficient employees, there are middle level employees, or there are less efficient employees, like that. So when you are fixing a standard, it should be acceptable to all the employees. Otherwise, only efficient employees will meet the target always. Not the below average, and below average workers cannot be if you are fixing such a standard, these below average and average workers will not be able to touch that standard. They will always feel disappointed. I'm not able to complete, I'm not able to complete, I'm not able to meet the standard. But that means you are focusing only on the top end of the employees while fixing the standard. So fixing standard and its accuracy is a major concern. If there is any deviation, immediate action should be taken from the deviation. But I told you, permissible limit 10%, 20%, or 5%, 2% deviations, even according to the importance of the item. Maybe there are exceptions, but if there's a huge deviation, immediately you need to report to the concerned authority. Of course, motivation to employees. Every employee, if there is a proper controlling system in an organization, what actually is, everyone knows what is my role in the organization. As a sweeper, he knows that my area is this. I need to keep clean all the areas in my area. So everyone from pin to plane, from top to bottom, all employees knows what organization is expecting from me, because their role is defined. If there is a proper organizing system, everybody knows their role in the organization. Same, it actually motivates the employees, because they need to carry only on that area. In advance, what they have to do, employees performing as per the targets, rewarded, promotions, get motivation, all this. Because okay, employees performing the task for so last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, like that, so he will feel motivated. Of course, I'm getting, means I'm recognized. If I'm doing my duty properly, I will get promotion, I will get rewards and everything. So definitely motivation to employees. Ensuring order and discipline. Yeah, how controlling helps to ensure order and discipline? Because everybody's instruction is clear. You have to do this, you have to do this, because your work will be judged on the basis of that. So suppose the principal sir is saying me to teach this subject, that subject. No, because my area of subject may be different, some other teacher's area of interest may be different, means area of subject may be different. So we cannot take other subjects unless and otherwise it is not come to, or it is not according to my area of study. I will not get that much depth knowledge in that to litigate that to the students. So while ensuring order and discipline, everybody knows that this is what organization is expected from me. So they don't want to interfere others' matters. They don't want to go to others' table to discuss about the things. No need. Everybody's instructions are clear. You do it. So ensure order and discipline in the organization properly. Try to achieve given target within fixed time. So if you know everything, then they will work according to the rules and regulations of the organization. So these are the advantages of controlling. So that is the end of the chapter. So in this chapter we studied what is controlling, why controlling is important in SI management function. Is controlling function comes at the last, is it important or not? It's not like that we kept a controlling function at the last because it's least important in the organization. No, I told you what is the importance of controlling. In all area, if all the works are going proper smoothly, just because of the proper controlling system. Okay, and the process of controlling, how to control the control system, how we are arranging. First we are fixing the standard, then we are measuring the standard with actual performance, then we are finding the deviation, then we are analyzing this deviation, and we are taking corrective action. And two important area we covered in the last video, that is key result area, KRA, and critical path control. These two area, critical path control, that means in every organization there is a critical path, there is a critical activity, and that activity actually leads to success to the organization. Suppose you are running a restaurant. In your restaurant, masala dosa is a very famous dish in your organization. So that is your critical point. So in that dish, if you are committing mistake, that is going to affect your entire goodwill of your restaurant. Okay, sometimes in some organizations, some bakeries, some laddu may be very famous in that bakery. If anything happens, the quality of that laddu for 1 month or 2 weeks, the entire goodwill will become in threat. Oh, nowadays, you might have seen that. You might have heard about that. Oh, nowadays it is not that much popular. They are not giving that much concentration on the quality and all. These type of things you may hear. Okay, so these are the main thing, and the connection between planning and controlling, how planning and controlling are coordinated, because planning is forward looking and controlling is also forward looking, because on the basis of proper controlling system it will give feedback or input to the next planning process, so they will make better plans, so that will help to achieve your organizational goals achieved. Okay, so a proper controlling system will help you to fix more accurate standard, will help you to find out the deviation, reasons behind the deviation, what all practical deviations or practical difficulties are happening when your plans are implemented. So next time when you are making plan, that also will be incorporated. So very small chapter, planning, controlling, and but the content wise these three areas we need to check. Difference, this relationship between planning and controlling, advantages, and process of planning. That means also process of controlling, how the controlling system is existing in an organization. Okay, so this is the chapter, controlling as a last function of management. Thank you. Like my video means, if you like this performance or the presentation, please do subscribe and comment. Thank you.